Well, you know, I have a script here, but I don't know if I want to read it or not. By my reckoning, I got something today that said we had till 10:30. It's only 10:19. I got a lot of time on my hands. I'll get back to the script in a minute, but, you know, there's a lot of ways I thought my kids were going to kill me, but I didn't think it was going to be on video tonight. Watching my kids speak about me and the battles we've had through the years when I coached them, you know, that surprises me. I was tough on them. I was really, really tough on them. But, you know, they had goals, they had dreams. They wanted to be good. They wanted to be some of the best players. And my way might not have been the best way, but it got them where they wanted to go. And I'm really happy, and this is tough, that they appreciate it now, and I knew they would eventually. But this is about building, so let's get back to business here. I'll get back to my kids in a second. Like the rest of the parents that came up here, yeah, I'm pretty proud of my kids too. So, but we'll talk about that. I'd like to begin by thanking the OVA for bestowing this honor upon me. I would like to thank that person or people that nominated me. I have no idea who you are, but you're out there somewhere. I also want to congratulate the other deserving recipients of awards tonight. It's been a wonderful evening. I think the OVA is doing a great job, and I've been to a few of these, and they just keep getting better all the time. But that's like the game we love so much. It's getting better all the time too. So it goes hand in hand with the organization that runs it. So thank you very much, OVA. This award has a little extra meaning for me tonight. I was really excited to see some of my friends were also being inducted tonight. Vince Enright, known him forever. Tim, Carrie, we played against each other. We coached against each other. And what goes on in the shower stays in the shower. We go back a long, long way. We're not young people. When you go into the Hall of Fame as a builder, there are obviously a lot of people that worked with you and helped you create a successful club. Many of you in attendance today understand the amount of time, organization, cooperation, and teamwork that is required for a club to function properly. I've been so fortunate during my career to have so many people that have worked beside me to make the KW Predators one of the biggest and most successful and respected clubs in the province. One of those people, Russ Woloshin, who's here with me, who's in attendance today, and is an OVA Hall of Famer himself, started the club with me in 2007 with 7 teams, and we have watched it grow to what it is today. People like Laura Brown, that's a whole different story. Laura Brown, Kelvin Huey, Corinne Williams, who have worked with Russ and I for over 30 years plus, when we were with the Waterloo Tigers originally. Now, the fact that they're here is a surprise to me, because when I found out I was winning this and we were coming down to Ajax, I didn't want to burden people with having to drive 2 hours, spend $80, though I know the club's covering it anyway. So I thought, okay, I'll just leave it at that. We'll go with Russ, Becky, Cindy, and I. And all of a sudden, here they are. I don't know how the hell they found out, but they did. Somebody spilt the beans. But anyway, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention all the other executive members that worked so hard to make our club function. Frank Leung, Lisa Watson, she's here. Ellen Carlson, Kara Meyer, she's here. My daughter Rebecca. Bring new ideas, youth, and fresh perspective to our club, and they represent the future. All of us together make a great team. And as I stand here being honored, I'm fully aware that I accept this on behalf of all the Predators, which include the executive, the coaches, the athletes, and the parents. Yeah, even the parents. We, meaning our executive and coaches, have so much to be proud of. The sheer number of athletes that come through our program numbers in the thousands every year, averaging about 1,500 kids a year we put through our programs. And we've put hundreds through to play college and university volleyball in this country. Yes, we have a lot to be proud of. But this will be the toughest part, like Carrie. You know, we don't want secretions, but you never know what the hell's going to happen. I don't care. Everybody in here understands that you can't do what people that run clubs do without the support of your family. This is an all-consuming thing for us. It's a passion. It's something we've grown up with. And, you know, if you find the right spouse, which I did, they support what you want to do. And, you know, my wife has been behind this whole thing. Cindy, my wife, we raised two wonderful kids, Sarah and Rebecca. Rebecca's here with us tonight. Where the hell am I? No, I've got it. It's okay. Oh, here it is. Rebecca's here with us tonight, you know, and Sarah's at home in California. Wanted to come, but I didn't want her to come because she's 7 months pregnant with her first child. And thanks. I didn't want her to travel, and I didn't want her to come into this province that has a measles outbreak, so we made it clear that she was not to come to this thing. Both girls fell in love with the game, and that made it very easy for us to pursue our passion for volleyball. It's not like either of them were expected to play volleyball. That's the truth, actually, as they played numerous rep sports growing up. But with Cindy and I playing well into our 30s, it just evolved that this became the sport of choice for them. And thank God it did. Both girls ended up excelling in the sport, becoming dominant players in both high school and club in Ontario, attending major volleyball universities in the US, Nebraska for Sarah, and Kentucky for Rebecca, and playing professionally in Europe, Asia, and South America for a number of years. In Sarah's case, she transferred to beach and became a two-time Olympian and a world champion. No one could have been prouder than Cindy and I, but what topped it off for both of us was our girls wearing the Canadian uniform at the same time. That was very special for us. Something you don't expect is going to happen. And, you know, I remember when Sarah was 5 years old, she said, "I want to be the best player in the world." Yeah, sure, every kid does. Well, it happened. So she was one at that time. And, you know, Rebecca, when she was growing up, she wasn't particularly coordinated. And then I don't know what the hell happened between grade 9 and 10, but everything changed all of a sudden. And next thing you know, off she is to Kentucky. Off she is to the national team. Off she is to Europe. And this little girl that didn't learn to ride a bike till she was 11 years old, I'm exaggerating, maybe it was more like 7. Away she went, and there we are. I want to finish by talking about my wife, Cindy. For those of you that don't know, Cindy was one of the most dominant players in the country during the 1970s. Also wearing the Canadian colors during the late 70s. As a matter of fact, the long-standing joke in the family is there's only one person in our family that's never played for Canada. Yeah, that's me. Cindy was also a coach for a long period of time. But once the kids started traveling all over the world with youth national teams, junior national teams, senior national teams, their university teams, and with a husband fully engrossed in running a big club, running camps, and working camps south of the border in the summer when it was supposed to be summer holidays, She was the one that held this family together. She was the only constant in our lives, sacrificing so much that the three of us could pursue our dreams and leave her dreams aside. As chaotic as our lives were at times, it all seemed so normal because she insisted on normal for her family, and she worked so hard to make sure that we were a family. Without her unselfishness and unwavering support, none of this could have been possible. But because of her, here we are, and thanks, Cindy. You're the best. Of course, for those of us that run clubs, you already know what I'm talking about. Your details may be different, but the roles our spouses play are all the same. Finally, I want to finish again by thanking the OVA for everything you do. I know you receive a lot of criticism, but the sheer size of your organization is impossible to run and keep everybody happy. So all I say is, hell with everybody, keep doing what you're doing. Thank you very much.